Hey, what's going on YouTube? Donnie coming to you from Osawa, Japan. About 3 weeks ago on Freddy's Poor MR channel, a few guys were asking about some of the cars they seen in the background. They wanted to see my other cars. So today I'm actually going to be going around Japan, northern Japan, picking up a few of my cars, bringing them back in town for winter preparation for mods. So today I'll go ahead and take today, since I'm going to see all my cars today, and I'll do all the cars that I currently own. Just a small, this is the car, this is what it has, this is what I'm going to do to it, and so on and so forth. So let's get right into it. The first car I'm going to show is my 1992 R32 GTST. This car is pretty much, I use it for daily driving. The only thing it really has done to it is the rear fenders. I don't know the name of it. The front over fenders, I don't know the name of those. The rear wing is a Origin. Interior is pretty much stock. The engine, again, is RB20. I wasn't going to do any mods for this car because it's my daily car, but I'm going to probably throw a turbo on it pretty soon just because I can't not mod anything. Next car we're going to go ahead and check out is one of the most important cars outside of my daily getting to work, the S13 comp car, which you guys are seeing a lot, so I'm not going to elaborate a lot on that. So pretty much what you see right behind me, it's just the S13 comp car right now. Engine's out of it, sitting right here to the side. I'm going to be doing some engine work for that to get that all good to go and get ready for next season. So you guys have seen a bunch of this car, so again, I don't want to elaborate on it, but it's a S13 Silvio RB26 swap, a bunch of parts on it, and it drifts. For those who are not very familiar with S13 behind me, because I don't want to assume everybody's seen all my videos, here's a few thumbnails and links to the old videos I've done. Also, the Pop Your Hood Bro session with Jim over at the One Point Media. So go ahead and check those out. Next up, we're going to check out one of my very trusty and reliable cars over the years I've had for a long time. HR33, normally RB20. I wrecked my first R33 when I got here about 2 years after I got it, and then I got this from the same day and swapped everything over to it. RB25, it had a whole set HX35 on it, but I borrowed it and put it on my RB26. I have a 2J in storage, so I'm probably going to be dropping the 2J in here just for fun. Use the RB25 for another one of my cars that I got and make it happen like that. So this car served it, it's been all over Japan, the BCU, everywhere, and drifted, so it definitely won't go anywhere, so it'll be rebuilt, so I haven't discarded it. Next up right here we have is the AP1 S2000. Anybody who's been following me like this year know this has been like the highlight of my year, getting this S2000. Always wanted S2000, and got one that was pretty wrecked up, as you guys can see here. Fixed everything and painted it and made a front tube, whatever you want to call it, and mounted the radiator to it and everything, and went to the track, and it was good as gold. Got alignment, everything was 100% spec, so I was really shocked that everything, I thought it was going to be like maybe like 85% or 90 something percent true, but it was 100% true. So that's a testament to how strong that S2000 is. So painted purple with a little flake in it. Standard F20C engine. Probably going to put ITBs on it later, but I was thinking about boosting it, but I have enough turbo cars, so I'm just going to keep this NA and ITBs, headers, and all that stuff like that. Not looking to make high power. It's already pretty quick out the box. All you need for, I say, with S2000 is a driver mod. So very happy to have this car. Very happy that I got this car for nothing. I'll throw the links to old videos down there so you can see the progress and acquiring and all that stuff like that. So that's all the cars that I have here at my house. So we're going to go ahead and get on the road, hit up to MSP, pick up the S13, check out the other R32, and then go around town to my other spots and check out the other cars. So let's go on the road, guys. Alright, so now we're here at MSP picking up the S13 1J to take that back home for some maintenance. Last time here at the track, the hydro fan went ahead and stopped working, and in the result, while I was on the track, the radiator exploded, and kind of just parked it and get back to it. I'm going to go with the Drift Motions kit and convert it to a clutch fan. Clutch fans work good for me, so that's what I'm going to do. So this is pretty much a basic S13. Just dropped the 1J in it from a JZX81 and wired everything up, started it up, and everything was good to go. So car is awesome. You guys seen it in action. Use it to teach people how to drift, and it screams for more every time you drift it. So definitely love the 1J engine inside the S13, and what more can I say about that? Next car we're going to go ahead and get to, here's the R32 that I've been picking up from my buddy Aaron Wolf. I got to pay him for it first, but it's pretty much, it's my car. As soon as I send him the last payment. And with this car is a GTS 4. Aaron converted it to rear-wheel drive. I don't know how long it's gonna last, so it's a personal test to see how long it'll last when you change all-wheel drive car to rear-wheel drive and see how all the transmission acts and all that stuff. The GTS 4 chassis is pretty much like the GTR chassis, so I mean, it'd take a lot of work to, you know, drop an standard RB20 rear-wheel drive transmission in there, you know, making mounts and all that stuff like that. So honestly, it's not really worth it. So I'll just keep it in the GTS 4 configuration and use it for guys who want to come in and drift. As you can see, just pretty much standard car. I can't get inside of it because I don't have a key, and that's the R32 GTS 4. We're gonna head back in town to check out the other cars that I have at my other storage. So let's get on the road back to Misawa and check out those cars. Totally forgot about the RX-7 that I'm about to get. Well, actually, I got this car a long time ago. I'm just waiting for paperwork before I can take it from this land where it's sitting at. A little backstory about this car. It's been sitting there for at least over 15 years in this same spot. So basically, like, I was here to check it out for taking pictures for one of the Facebook abandoned vehicle sites. And old lady came up to me. It was like, you know, you want this car? I was like, you know, I really don't, but you know, sure, why not? So she gave me a name, and then it took about a week of searching with my fiance. We found the landowner, and after agreeing to some things, he said, you know, the car is mine. And now, right now, the paperwork's been in the process of being checked out for like the last 6 months. So as soon as the paperwork comes back, I'll come back and pick up this car. As you can see, it's been sitting for a long time. Everything's dry rot. Everything is, you know, it's pretty dirty. Some parts were stolen off of it. Windows were bust out of it. So I got a good amount of work to get this running. So this is one of my RX-7s, and for this one, I'm probably going to use this one for drifting because it's in worse condition currently than the yellow RX-7 I have, which we'll check out later. So either way, I'll evaluate and see which one I want to use for drifting, which one I want to use strictly for time attack. So let's know we're around to the land. We're walking up on the my other cars right here. From right to left, we have the FD Sun SRX-7, GS300 Aristo, Honda Civic EG3, and I'll start with the DR30. So here we got the DR30 1983. Picked that up about 4 years ago from Fukushima, Japan. There were some miscommunications when I got the car. I got the car with a blown engine. Well, not blown engine. Had the valves were like kind of damaged. So pretty much rebuilt the engine a little while later. Then the car sat for 4 years. Really around that time frame when I got the DR30, I got kind of bigger into D1 and stuff, and kind of like lost track of everything, all the fun, so to speak. So the car sat, then like another year passed, finished the engine build and everything, then another year passed. And last thing I did recently was I upgraded, as you can see right here. It has the full SR20 ECU wiring harness, injectors, mass airflow, and also I'm running the RB20 26 coil packs with the SR20 ECU, and also the SR20 crank sensor modded into the distributor. So it has a good amount of work done to it, and also got a HKS TO4E turbo kit that'll go back on it after I do inspection. So soon after I get done with, the season's done, so as soon as I get time, I'll go ahead and JCI it, and I might actually take the 32 off the road. Thinking about probably selling the 32, so definitely look out for that. So I might sell it to somebody in the States. So that's a DR30. Been neglecting it for 4 years, but I'll finally daily it here soon. Next up, we got this the Civic. It's a EG3. Got it for free from a buddy who just left Misawa about a year ago. A lot of guys don't know I started my car career started with Hondas. Did a bunch of EFs, EG, B18, B16, ZC swaps, and I got out the Honda game around about the time K20s became popular. And that's when I found drifting. So like I said, I don't forget Honda at all because that's where I got my mechanical start at. The plans with the Civic is to drop a B18 in it, probably a turbo. We'll see what we're gonna do about that. But again, that's like kind of on the way, you know, not even the stove, so to speak. So I'll get to that eventually. The next car I got right here is the Aristo GS300. The way I acquired this car was the guy was leaving Misawa, and he wanted his 2J out for his RX-7 back home. And so I took the engine out for him, broke it down, cleaned it up, and organized it and cataloged it for him. And my payment for that work was the Aristo. About 2-3 weeks after that, ironically, there was a Z32 that was about to get crushed in a local junkyard here. So I took the engine and transmission out of there, the VG30, and I'm going to pit that. As you can see, is already sitting inside of the Aristo. That's going to be a VG30 inside of the Aristo twin turbo. I looked around the internet, and as far as I know, nobody else has done it. I don't really care about being the first to do it, but I will at this point be the first to do it unless somebody goes and get a Aristo and a VG30 and does it like tonight. Mine will be the first to complete it, and I'll get that done. That'll be completed over wintertime, or at least started over the wintertime. The last car I got right here is the RX-7 FD3S. I got this car for 350 bucks. Guy, he bought it and had to change your heart like instantly. It needs pretty much a lot of TLC, a lot of general maintenance that wasn't given to it over the year. The paint's like really bad shape. The engine has, you know, pretty much no oil in it. It's bad. It's bad all overall. So it needs a lot of work. Well, not a lot, but it needs. I can fix it in a short amount of time. I might use this one for drifting, and then build the red one for time attack. And the reason I say that is because the yellow one already runs. The red one's going to need a full tear down. It's been sitting for 15 years, so it's going to need a full tear down to the chassis to inspect everything, to check everything for rigidity, and I'll build it back up for time attack more stiffer. I already got enough drift cars. I'm not really pressed to make the RX-7 the badass drift car, so all I got to do with this is like the yellow one is pretty much a tune-up and diff and coils and drift it. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much all the cars I have right now, like in my possession. I'll be picking up another R33 next week. Once we do the paperwork and everything, and it's officially mine, I'll say it's mine. But 95% is my car unless something else goes wrong with the transaction. But I'll be picking that up next week. ECR33 4-door. And the plan with that is, I don't know, we'll figure something out with that pretty soon. You know, I'm gonna get a lot of comments on, like, you know, how did I get the cars and how much money do I make? I don't make a lot of money. I pretty much take the money I do make and flip that and make more money off of that. I've been in this game for like 18 years, almost going on 19 years. Started out like everybody else, so you're not going to get in the game. A lot of young guys, you're not going to get in the game and get this stuff overnight like that. A lot of the cars, none of the cars are hard broke, by the way. They all pretty much run, or they're getting modified right at the moment, so they all run. So the thing is, I don't want to get into having a bunch of cars that don't run. That's not my thing. So all my cars actually run or are getting worked on, and then they will run by this winter time. If this is something you want to do, you got to pretty much set up your daily activities to drive towards that. And for me, I'm 32 years old. I'm old enough to I was around when Gran Turismo 1 came out, like the first release week. I got it on release week, and of course, when you buy all the cars and you got all the money in the bank, at that point, I was nowhere near the car game, and it's like, I was only dreaming of, having all these cars, and, my bank account is nowhere near the credits. So, that'd be great if it was. But that was just my stupid dream back in the day, and I made it happen. And the only way you could do that, man, is every day you got to go towards what you want to do. You can also check out my older videos. I'll post the links up to those. And I'll elaborate more on how I actually got to Japan, and pretty much how I stayed here and all that stuff like that. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to send questions to the inbox. Also post questions inside of the comments, and I'll respond to them in the Pink Ranger Drift question Q&A sessions. And let's go ahead and send it. And again, thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share, and all that good stuff. And I'll be coming back soon with some prizes and some more JDM goodies that you can only get here in Japan, and I'll be sending those out pretty soon. I hope all you guys, I just sent your books out, your Drifting Goku magazines out, so go ahead and check your mail for that, because you might have that. I know Mikhail got his already, so there's 3 other guys out there that should be getting their Drifting Goku magazine with the edition from King of Asia, so go ahead and check your mailboxes for that. So again, guys, thanks for tuning in, and be safe out there, and get your cars ready for 2016, because it's already damn near October or November, whatever it's about to be. And 2016 will be here before you know it, man. So get ready for that. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. Pink Ranger out from Misawa, Japan. See you guys later.